The news of the return of Jungkook, one of the members of the global boy band BTS, has become big news that resonates in various parts of the world. His return from military service in South Korea is not only a moment awaited by his fans, but also by his fellow soldiers who have shared their joys and sorrows during the training period. This story is not only about an idol returning to the stage, but also about a journey of transformation, sacrifice, and relationships established during the performance of state duties. Conscription in South Korea is part of the responsibility of every male citizen, including celebrities of Jungkook's caliber. Although BTS has made history as a worldwide K-pop group, this rule still applies without exception. Last year, Jungkook responsibly entered military training. This decision, although praised, remains a difficult moment for fans. However, for Jungkook himself, serving the army is an opportunity to carry out his country's obligations, as he often said in various interviews. "I want to show that we are also ordinary citizens who have to do our part," he said emphatically before leaving for training camp. Starting the days in the military is a big challenge for anyone, including Jungkook, who was previously used to the glitter of the stage. Getting up early before dawn, undergoing strenuous physical training, and adapting to a disciplined life became his new routine. Although it was difficult at first, Jungkook slowly adjusted. "At first, we all knew who he was. Many of us are his fans," said a fellow soldier who did not want to be named. "But after a few weeks, we no longer see him as BTS's Jungkook, but rather as a hardworking fellow soldier like the rest of us." In the training camp, Jungkook was known as a humble and sociable person. He did not take advantage of his celebrity status, but rather showed respect for his seniors and attention to his colleagues. In fact, he was often the center of entertainment on leisurely evenings, singing songs with his simple acoustic guitar. During the training period, Jungkook built a deep relationship with his colleagues. Many of them admitted that they were surprised by his very down-to-earth attitude and dedication. One of the colleagues told me about how Jungkook helped them through difficult times during training. "There was a time when we all almost gave up after heavy training. Jungkook suddenly started singing songs that lifted our spirits. It was an unforgettable moment," recalls one soldier. This relationship does not stop only at the time of training. Even after the basic training period was over and Jungkook was assigned to his unit, he remained an inspiring figure. Many young soldiers saw him as a role model, not only for his status as a global star, but for his genuine dedication to duty and his comrades. When news of Jungkook's return began to spread, not only the fans were enthusiastic. His colleagues in the military also welcomed the news with joy. During his tenure, Jungkook has left a deep impression in the hearts of many people, and his return has been a moment awaited with great happiness. The military issued an official statement showing its pride in Jungkook. "He has carried out his duties with full responsibility and set a good example for other soldiers," a military spokesman said. Jungkook's return was an emotional moment. At the military headquarters, the soldiers who had served with him gave a touching farewell. Some of them even brought small gifts as a keepsake, such as handwritten letters and photographs from the time of joint training. "He's not just an idol, he's our brother. We will miss his presence here," said one fellow soldier. Outside the headquarters, hundreds of fans from all over the world also gathered to greet Jungkook. They carried banners, flowers, and even sang BTS songs as a form of their support and love. Although Jungkook only gave a simple smile and waved his hand, the moment felt very emotional for everyone present. Jungkook's return is not just the return of a BTS member from the military. This is the story of a young man who has gone through a journey of transformation, from a global star to a responsible soldier, and now returns as someone who brings new life experiences. In a short interview after his return, Jungkook expressed his gratitude to everyone who supported him during his enlistment. "This is a very meaningful experience for my life. I learned a lot, especially about cooperation, sacrifice, and a sense of responsibility," he said with emotion. Now, with his return, fans are certainly looking forward to what Jungkook will do with BTS. However, for Jungkook himself, his return is the beginning of a new chapter. He plans to share his stories during his enlistment through music, as a way to inspire people and show his human side. Fans and colleagues in the military agreed that Jungkook was not only a global star, but also an individual who brought hope and inspiration to many. His return was greeted with happiness that went beyond just a momentary euphoria, but as a symbol of a meaningful life journey. Jungkook's story reminds us all of the importance of responsibility, humility, and the power of human relationships, even in the most challenging situations. After his return, the warmth felt from Jungkook's story did not fade away. Social media was filled with congratulations from fans, fellow artists, and even from colleagues in the military. Hashtags like #WelcomeBackJungkook and #ProudOfYouJungkook are trending topics globally. His BTS colleagues also conveyed warm messages through social media platforms. RM, the leader of BTS, wrote, "Welcome back, our Magne. We are all proud of you and can't wait to get back to work together." Suga, with his distinctive style, added, "It's time for you to go back to the studio and deliver the amazing music you've always done." These messages are proof of how much Jungkook's return is celebrated not only by fans, but also by those closest to him. For fans, this moment felt like a long-awaited family reunion. Jungkook's story also had a positive impact on many people. His fans, known as ARMY, felt inspired by his dedication. Some even decided to carry out their responsibilities in various aspects of life after seeing Jungkook enlist responsibly. Jungkook taught us that no matter how much success we have achieved, we must still carry out our responsibilities as human beings, said one fan from Indonesia. In addition, Jungkook's story also provides international fans with new insights into the importance of conscription in South Korea. Many eventually understand that this is not just an obligation, but a symbol of respect for the state. After his return, speculation about Jungkook and BTS's new projects began to surface. Their agency, Big Hit Entertainment, confirmed that Jungkook is ready to return to the music scene, although no official details have been announced yet. Fans are hoping he will release a solo work inspired by his experiences during the army. Many believe that the difficult and precious times she experienced can be translated into songs full of emotion and deep meaning. Meanwhile, Jungkook also mentioned in one of his interviews that he wanted to contribute to the group's work with renewed vigor. "I feel more mature and ready to give my best, both for BTS and for the army," he said. The story of Jungkook's return is not only a story about an idol who completed his military service, but also about someone who is able to live up to his responsibilities with pride. He showed that popularity and status do not prevent a person from contributing to society and his country. For many, Jungkook has been an exemplary figure who set a vivid example of hard work, humility, and commitment. His return became a symbol of an individual who was able to harmonize between personal life, career, and social responsibility. Now, with Jungkook returning, BTS's journey as a group will also enter a new chapter. The fans believe that Jungkook's experiences during the army will bring a new dimension to their works. This return marked the beginning of a more mature phase, both musically and personally for the members. More than a celebrity, Jungkook has become the epitome of courage, dedication, and love of country. His story reminds us all that behind great success, there is a responsibility that must be lived. His return was greeted with great hope for an inspiring future, both on stage and off stage. With a more mature face, a wiser attitude, and a spirit that remains burning, Jungkook is now ready to step forward, bringing his story as a reminder that the journey of life is about the balance between dreams, responsibilities, and human relationships. To the world, he is a superstar. But for those who know him more closely, he is someone who is down to earth, brings a new spirit, and unites the hearts of many people.